What's up YouTube? We are picking up where we left off in the last upload. I was talking about how I was going to install the radio. Now we still are, but the single-din kit hasn't shown up in the mail yet. It's supposed to arrive sometime today. I was hoping it would show up this morning, but unfortunately it has not. So we're going to put that on hold and we're going to jump on the move bumper here. You guys see the move bumper that we've got all tacked up. I showed you guys in the last upload. Today we're going to be welding it all the way out. I went down to work this morning, talked to my boss, the guy that I'm working for, and he let me borrow this Miller-Matic 211 here. This is what we use at work. It's an awesome machine. It has a better duty cycle than my little 140 here. She served me well. 6 years old. I upgraded the actual MIG gun and liner itself. It's a Rainer gun. Other than that, it's been fantastic to me. It's just, smaller duty cycle. Can't work as hard and efficiently as this guy when it's on 220. So we're gonna get that guy hooked up. Got some 220 over here in the corner. Ran my AHP on it. It's been fantastic. She's hiding under here. I still probably need to do like a better review about that because I was, unable to crank her up in my last garage, and this one I can. So I'll probably pull her off here, get her hooked up with the gas and this fresh spool of wire, and then we will jump on welding this guy out. So I'm going to film on my old camera, the camera that you guys don't really like, that's really ugly and disgusting when I always render out my videos. I guess there's just something all over the lens. Let's look at it while we're hanging out here. And you guys are gonna be like, wow, the way you treat this thing, no wonder why it's crap. Let's see. So that's probably what you guys are talking about right there. Poor thing. Beat the crap out of her. Anyways, I'm gonna use that one to weld so I don't mess up the DSLR. We'll dive right into this. I don't have much else. When the single-din kit shows up, we'll jump on the radio as soon as we get this done, and we'll probably end up changing the oil. I got an oil change for her too. A couple bottles of Rotella here, fresh filter, and yeah, that's about it, guys. So, Travis, shut up. Let's get to working. Got everything set up here. The welder from work's all hooked up. Got it hooked up to the 220. Just laid down a couple tacks with it. The machine's running nicely. I've got to turn it down just a little bit. I got a couple areas where there's some gaps that I just want to be careful, and I also put a bevel on it so I don't want to blow through. I'm going to weld both sides. My buddy stopped by. He's going to help me yank this thing off when I get a couple more welds on there, so that way I can weld it off the truck. But we've got it set up to burn 3/16 plate. That's what this material is right here. I might turn it down just the tiniest little bit. The gas is set up at like 30, 35. Got that guy ready to roll. This is such a nice regulator. Way nicer than mine. My poor thing's all beat up. Yeah, guys, I'm going to switch over to that camera there and we will get to welding. we are all welded up. Everything is said and done. The machine did great here in the garage running on the 220. Everything's looking real good here. Fix the focus. Got these guys welded on. All over here. We're all welded up over here. I welded the backside also. Got all that stuff as you guys saw on camera there. Got a little too excited too. I missed the little seam. Whoops. That's what a grinder's for. But it looks pretty aggressive, guys. I like the way that it looks. Don't know, it might grow on me. I just don't like the way how it sticks out so much, but now with the D-ring tabs and everything welded up, it looks pretty beefy. I guess we'll see what it looks like when we sand it down and get ready for paint and at least color match it, blend a little more. I'm gonna go check and see if Amazon delivered the single bin. I just saw the truck drive by a little while ago, so I'm gonna go do that. And hopefully that guy came in and we'll dive in installing the new radio. Gotta pull the bezel down, that's gonna be a little scary, but we'll get that down and pull the old radio out and get cleaned up and ready to throw this new radio in. Alright, so the single din guy hasn't shown up yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and change the oil in the Cummins. I know I'm filming on the DSLR and they're gonna be snapping back and forth. I just don't want to ruin this. Actually, this might be dead, so I'm gonna change my oil and I'll check with you guys when I'm done, because I know you guys don't really care. And you've seen me do it 1,000 times on this channel. So we're gonna knock that out, and then whenever this guy gets here, we'll jump right to the radio. I got overly excited. My dash kit came in the mail and I ripped that thing open and I mocked up the radio, and it's kind of just hanging out in there right now. But there she is, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and start soldering up all my wires for the harness here. This is the adapter harness that plugs into the factory side, and then I've got obviously the radio harness here. So I'm gonna jump into this, get this spliced up. That's really easy, simple stuff. I won't film that. I'll just check in with you guys when I'm done, and then from there we'll plug it all up and just see if the radio gets power and kind of go from there. I'm super excited. Woo! All right, guys, check it out. We have the radio installed in the truck, and let me tell you what, guys, for the money that I spent on this thing, it's freaking sweet. So here she is popped out. Let me turn down this radio if it turns it on, because I'm not trying to get a copyright infringement. So it's got this nice touch screen guy here. Turn that down. And then you can obviously go through your sources. As Bluetooth mode. That's the disc mode, DVD mode there. There's a radio. I made a phone call to my boy Jack, who's over here. I just dialed in his number. It connected, and you can actually just talk. The microphone's built into the radio. So it's really, really, really cool. I'll try to change that. There we go. That's USB. Again, USB. That's your SD card. There's a rear camera if you want to install one. AV input, so you can hook up like a PlayStation or something in here, Xbox. Auxiliary, and then back to the radio. So I'm pretty hyped about this, guy. Let's turn it up real quick. Sounds real good in here. I'm really excited. So that's about it for this install. I know I didn't really show much about it. It's very, very simple. You know, all I did was wire up the adapter harness to the radio harness and then plugged it in, plugged everything in. I grounded out the parking brake switch, that way the screen and such and all that stuff will work while I'm driving. If you don't do that, sometimes it won't let you work with some of the functions. Sadly, this one doesn't have any like mirroring, like screen mirroring, so I can't take what's on my iPhone and put it on the screen. But as of right now, that's okay. This will do. Like I said, this is just temporary along with my bumper. I really, really, really want a halo or like a hanging, or a floater. I guess you can call it a single din unit with the fully adjustable screen, but that's just a lot of money right now, and I don't have the money for that. So that is about that, guys. Let me show you a couple cool things. Here's the settings, so you can obviously adjust your clock here. This is all of your setup. This is your illumination, and then you have, let's see here, your screen tilt. So you can change the angle of your screen, which is really cool. So it can sit out. So I have mine set here on this level 2. I like that one. And then you can, you know, set your RGB for the front of the radio. So if you have RGBs in your truck or on the outside of your truck, all of that stuff can match. It's just a lot of cool stuff, you know, that I honestly really don't need it, you know, a lot of this stuff, but it is cool to see and have. So that is about that with the radio install, guys. I know video is kind of lengthy. I was trying to make this 2-part video a little shorter and, you know, a lot quicker than, you know, or a lot less dragged out than my videos, but that's about that, guys. I will let that be for the next couple days, you know, drive around, see how it does, and check back in with you guys and just kind of show you how it's doing. I also, you know, still want to do that walk around of the truck and just talk about my game plan, all my ideas and what's going on with it. So there's a lot more stuff coming, a lot more parts. We got the lift for the Jeep coming, got to get that thing squared away. There's a lot more stuff for this thing. Got to get, obviously, mirrors, tint, a new windshield. I'm going to be replacing all of this front end parts, you know, the hood, the bump, or the fenders here. So I mean, the list goes on for this. List goes on for this, the list goes on for that. So we're gonna have a ton of content and a ton of stuff to be on the channel. So y'all just stay tuned. I appreciate every single one of you guys watching. I will see you guys in the next upload. Deuces.